that momentum up here tonight, Ryan Blaney. Starting fifth tonight, races. Let's hear it for the reigning NASCAR Cup Series champion. Car number 9, the Universe Chevrolet from Dawsonville, Georgia, Chase Elliott.
What's up, Daytona? That's what I'm talking about. On behalf of the new and improved Coke Zero Sugar, drivers, start your engines!
Race fans, on your feet, off your seat as you are able, as we get ready for the greatest sight in all of motorsport.
Look at all the flashes.
Flashball throwing off as they come off of turn number 4. That blue Chevrolet Camaro pace vehicle will make that turn onto pit road. It's Denny Hamlin and William Byron on the front row. They're in the triangle, getting ready for the green flag. It is out, and we are racing here at Daytona.
The Coke Zero Sugar 400 at Daytona.
Joey Logano has already been kicked 3 wide, and he is going to the back of the pack, while up front, still side by side for the lead. Here's Kyle Busch. He's going to shove William Byron to the point.
Right to the top spot for William Byron in turn number 3, but here's Denny Hamlin battling back on the bottom. He has drafting help from Chase Elliott on the inside as they are still side by side.
From the front of the field all the way to the tail end of the field. Lap number 1 at Daytona by a finger led by William Byron. While the car was on the grid, penalty for Alfredo, leaders into
early problem for Quinn as well on lap 1. The roof hatch blew open. He liked to go to
Change lanes and pulled up crossings again. There we go, winning the inside line. Denny Hamlin behind him. Chase Elliott, Martin Truex Jr. and Matt Benedetto there as well.
And a breakaway, the top 2, William Byron and Denny Hamlin, but they can't from Chase Elliott there in 3rd, Martin Truex Jr. in 4th, then the side-by-side some tip on that.
Top 5 right now, snuggled up against the yellow line. Bottom of the racetrack, they go nose to tail. 6th out back, side by side.
Chase Elliott being one of the first drivers to lead them on the pit road along with the rest of the top 5. As now pit stops for the first time tonight underway. Joey Logano a quick fuel-only stop. He's free to go to the back of the racing yellow.
and Greg Harris puts the green flag back in the air. We're racing again at Daytona. Chase Elliott gets a shot behind.
Straightaway, no clear-cut favorite now as they work their way up the super stretch until Austin Dillon locks bumpers with Cole Custer and propels Custer for a moment to the lead.
And half a car length, but here comes Chase Elliott battling back to the inside. He is drafting help from Joey Logano, and now it's Chase Elliott back to the front of the field on turn 4.
Stenhouse Jr. right there working the inside lane. Same for Truex on the outside. Cole Custer, Austin Dillon, Denny Hamlin, Brad
Elliott will keep his car at the bottom, right in front of Logano. No breaking of ranks for Elliott as of yet. He can't because here comes Custer.
Custer. Again with the help of Austin Dillon. Storming back to the outside, wheel to wheel for the lead.
A lot of momentum in the outside lane, but only for a moment. Cole Custer now will fade to the second spot. Had a look at the race lead, but it's Chase Elliott and Joey Logano out front on the bottom.
Chase Elliott will bring the field that is packed together back through the trial. Willing come across the line now 20 back.
From third on
We mentioned calm before the storm, and I think the storm has arrived. Here we go across the line. Chase Elliott back to the point. And others, Dave. Chase Elliott.
Right behind in second, and the constant throughout the night so far. Austin Dillon back up to the number 3 position.
Just outside of the top 10. And an inside line is led by Cole Custer. William Byron's there. Keselowski, Stenhouse, Reddick are there as well.
Everybody else among the leaders goes to the outside, led by Chase Elliott. He's the race leader over Joey Logano, Austin Dillon, and Denny Hamlin.
Coming up with 5 laps to go before the end of stage 1. And boy, they're getting along. Cars look good and their hand look good. And one team I see good.
He is all by himself at the bottom of the racetrack. It is several car lengths back to Joey Logano. Austin Dillon falling to third, maybe fourth now as they exit the corner.
Off turn number 4, back to the start finish line. 1 lap to go, stage number 1. Chase Elliott on the outside lane has Denny Hamlin, and now Kyle Busch.
Mustang is up to the number 4 position and rim riding the outside. They go to the inside, side by side for third. And they're 1 second from Denny Hamlin.
Logano giving the ball the shove. He can stand on the inside and need more help downstairs as far as numbers of drafting partners. Up front, it's all Chase Elliott.
Leads for now, Hamlin in second, then it's Kyle Busch in third, Ross Chastain fourth. They are single file, everybody else double wide behind Chase Elliott off turn 4.
Green and white checkered flag flying at the start-finish line. Chase Elliott has led a bunch of laps. He's going to lead this one too. And pick up the stage one. Position number 1, Denny Hamlin.
Daytona.
Let's see if he can clear Chase Elliott into turn 1. He cannot. Elliott keeps his foot in the door in the inside lane. So it's Chase down low, Dillon up high. Austin Dillon re-rides the high side of the lead.
Side by side they come out of 2, and the outside line will have the advantage. Austin Dillon trying to get the push into the clean air. He'll do that, and that push comes courtesy of Corey LaJoie, who rides in second.
LaJoie in that second spot, then it's Christopher Bell to the outside of Chase Elliott. Also Ricky Stenhouse Jr. moving into the top 5. Everybody chasing Martin Truex Jr. off turn 4.
Boy, got to give a call to that 29-year-old driver from Concord, North Carolina, Corey LaJoie. He is up to second. He helped Truex. He's led one here at Daytona. He won't lead the next one, though. Truex.
3 wide racing, while up front, it's semi-smooth sailing. Logano leads with a truck full of Tyler Reddick.
Right there on the back bumper, nearly glued to him into turn number 3. Then it's going to be Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Kyle Busch. Then they fan out 2 and 3 wide from 5th on down.
Guys, we talked about how many laps to go do you need to go and get ready and make the charge. Is it 10 laps to go? Is it 15 laps to go? What is it? Well, I just saw these guys. Hanging up front is Joey Logano.
Comes Bell back to the line, side by side.
Logano gets the advantage out of 2. Blaney will fall back through the chassis to the side. Chase Elliott is there to provide just that. Blaney receives another shove into 3.
Joey Logano in the outside lane got a shove from Tyler Reddick. Has drafting help there, but by the time they get to turn
stage points waiting 4 laps from right now. Who is going to get the lion's share of them? I have no idea.
Jr., Austin Dillon, you have Ryan Preece in that mix as well. Everybody's okay. At the front of the field, it's Brian Lee over Ross Chastain.
Fantastic. Close quarters, hold your breath racing. Pick a phrase, pick an adjective. You can use them all. They all
These guys are racing like they think they're fine to go. Blaney and Chastain 1 and 2. Harvick running the bottom. He's up to the 3rd spot as he makes the move to the back.
To block Blaney and Bubba and company, while Harvick gets the run in a challenge for lead.
Somehow, with that block, Ross Chastain hangs on to the top spot by a car length over Ryan Blaney in 2nd. Harvick back to 3rd. Here's Bubba Wallace up to 4th.
Wallace having a nice run, holds down the inside lane. Lap 122 goes on the board. 38 laps to go. Steve.
190 miles an hour, and guess what? The time is now to pit if you are a Ford. Here they come. All of the Fords have come to pit road. Hannah Newhouse is there.
Yeah, Joey Logano, no adjustments, no tires, he'll rip away. Kevin Harvick also splash and go. Brad Keselowski makes his way down as well.
Ryan Blaney is in, Chris Buescher is in fuel. What the other manufacturers or other teams do here during the final stage of this race.
There'll be 36 laps to go. The leaders now flash by the start-finish line. It's a Toyota up front.
I know you're down there scratching your head going, huh, what now? But what do you think?
Because they want to beat the rest of the Chevrolets and the Toyotas off.
With it, Martin Truex comes in, as well as Bubba Wallace, Kyle Busch, splash and go, splash and go, splash and go for the Toyotas. Daniel Suarez comes in. They're going to take 4 tires and Sunoco fuel. Busy pit road. Tyler Reddick comes in as well. 4 tires and Sunoco fuel for him as well.
Chris Buescher car in 4th, side by side for 5th. Led on the bottom by Kyle Busch, who's up alongside Cole Custer.
Oh, they come off turn number 4, and all the paint schemes dance and all the lights. Passing the start-finish line. Joey Logano.
He's up to the number 3 position. Right on his back number is Chris Buescher, who rides in 4th.
his Toyota Camry will pull back onto the grass, extinguish those flames as a half a dozen cars get collected on the super strip.
And Mike Tyler Reddick is involved as well. Some damage and a lot of smoke for that playoff contender as he comes by my position here off turn 4 heading to the pit lane.
Cockpit full of smoke for Tyler Reddick. This
Go a long way helping the driver advance into the playoffs.
So again, just looking on pit road, William Byron, his car getting the push from the tow truck. They're actually going to make that left-hand turn underneath the Rolex sign and try to push that car.
The beginning are going to be getting bigger and bigger. Drivers are going to be getting more bold. They're going to be pushing harder, not cutting any slack. They're not going to be.
the green flag back in the air. Logano will get away in the middle of the
Here comes Ryan Priest to the bottom, to the inside of Ryan Blaney, who's to the inside of Ross Chastain, even to get a wreck off of turn 4. Off of turn 4, nearly all of the race leaders involved, spinning and crashing to the front straightaway.
Well, we've got the big one and we've got the caution. We've got 10, 12, 14 cars involved. Chase Elliott poured out. However, he comes across the line. Harvick and Ross Chastain, row 3. Here comes Kip Childress onto pit road, getting ready to go back under the green flag.
They hit the Geico restart zone. Green goes in the air. Outside lane is Chris Buescher. Inside lane is Ryan.
Larson is fourth. Here's Blaney. He'll take him to the top. LaJoy with him in a lockstep formation. Blaney ducks to the middle. LaJoy will back away. It's Blaney by a car length. LaJoy backing up to Harvick. LaJoy's on the way with a run.
LaJoy has a run, Chris Buescher has a run on the bottom, and drafting out from Austin Dillon. It's Brian Blaney out front. That's a car left on turn 4.
White flag at the start-finish line here at Daytona. Who is going to make it back around and score the win? Blaney across the line.
LaJoy's being kicked to the outside. It's Blaney leading the field down the back straightaway for the final time. Here comes Suarez. He'll turn around. The entire pack is crashing. Blaney will get through with the lead. Chris Buescher to second as the pack will crash in a shower of sparks and flames. Everybody up into the outside wall and sliding down the banking in turn 3 here in Daytona.
Caution on the speedway. Ryan Blaney will see the caution flag and the checker flag, and Ryan Blaney and Todd Gordon go back to back.
Entire field coming and wadding up on the back straightaway into turn number 3 once again. Harvick and Suarez coming together going into turn number 3. The rest of the field all got wadded up as they went down into the 31 degrees of banking. Just nowhere to go, and Ryan Blaney out front when it mattered. As here he comes off of turn number 4 onto the tri-oval. Ryan Blaney going back to back. He won last weekend in Michigan as he roars across the start-finish line going down towards turn number 1. That body armor Ford Mustang is going to rule up for his victory lane. Is he going to do a burnout? Love to see. There it is. A little bit farther away from where the main grandstand is. Or maybe he's just trying to collect his thoughts. He's going to turn it back around and head back towards the start-finish line. Give him a wave, race fans. Your race winner is the Coke Zero Sugar 400. Ryan Blaney now on to do burnout. Didn't do one last week when he won at Michigan. But he spun it around down there in turn number 1. And now he salutes you, the fans, heading back to the start-finish line. Ryan Blaney victorious at Daytona.
All right, so Ryan Blaney is now stopped
Just a few feet across the start-finish line.
Me, I don't want to be a guy who wins one race a year, and he's done it in back-to-back weeks. How about that? And as he always does, picking a young fan out of the stands, looking for a Ryan Blaney fan. I believe he's found him. And he's set the flag there as the fireworks start to go off at Daytona. How about that? That multiple win thing's kind of working out for you these days, isn't it?
Yeah, how about that? That was kind of a lot of fun. And, gosh, we just barely missed that wreck. And, we got lined up on the front row and got a good push by the 7. And, you never know how the end of these things are going to play out. Down the back, you don't know what things going to go on. And I guess, someone got tangled up over there. Hopefully everyone's okay. But, man, it's so cool. Second win of the year with body armor on the car. Winning Daytona, this is so cool. With everybody here, thank you guys for coming. It's really special. And,
yeah, how about that final restart?
Getting the push, right? Just trying to get a good push, and Corey LaJoy gave me a good push. 2 weeks in a row, I've got really good pushes on restarts, and they're going to win the race. So thanks for that. But it really all started with the 7.